It's Creech, and today I have a Lil Peep Vertigo type beat. Start off with this guitar sound. Sorry. Start off with this guitar sound. So it's kind of inspired by the Vertigo album. I took a first listen, didn't really like it. Listened to it a couple more times. Really short though. It's 4 or 5 songs. So, but it kind of grew on me. So, but definitely let me know if you liked it, if you listened to it or whatever. But so start with that sound. I've made a video on it, but I think I'll post it like Friday or whatever about how I made that sound. So stay tuned for that. I start off with this snare. It's more of like a perk sound, and this was the pattern that I made with it. Sounds kind of random without the other elements, but it will come together in the end. And here's the first snare. And I layered this other snare with it. Definitely recommend layering sounds. Can really take your beats to the next level. And then next I added a 4th note hi-hat just to kind of keep something constant. It's very soft hi-hat. Very old sounding, I guess. That sounds retarded. But then next I added a second hi-hat. I have 3 total. This one's kind of weirder and more scattered. I just realized that I said more weirder. Sorry about that. I was trying to explain that it is everything in this sound is in this beat is weird, but that is more weirder. It makes sense in my head. So here's the third and final hi-hat. And just kind of zoom in here. Those are like half steps or 4. These might be these might be 4th steps. Which, by the way, you can change by going to this little magnet icon. That was something that took me probably a shamefully long time to figure out. But in case you didn't know, there it is. Moving on to the kick now. Really, the only thing special about this is kind of lowered. It's something I used to do a lot, but if you can just kind of do it sparingly or whatever, it has a neat little effect where it's very slight, but sometimes you can't really notice it at all. But yeah, you can kind of listen for that. It adds like more of a pop when it comes back around. But yeah, here's the kick pattern. So yeah, I don't know if you can really hear it, or if you're watching on your phone, definitely not, but it's just like a little like ba-ba or whatever. And finally, I had an 808, Lil Peep 808, of course. Only thing I did here was, of course, I made like that, no sliding on this, so I didn't really adjust anything over here. And yeah, I just kind of played what came to me. It's very simple. The 808 sound is kind of sine bassy, you'll hear it. So here's the 808. And so those are all the components. I did kind of a simple arrangement. It kind of fades in. One of the best things about Vertigo is kind of the not the production in of itself, but kind of the mixing and where I don't know if which part or who played which part in it, but just kind of the arrangement of the beat is something that you can kind of notice and pay attention to. That sounded retarded, but if you listen to it, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, thanks for watching. Here's the final beat.